Oh, that's where it comes in. If you ever visit the Empire, beware a woman named Angelica who dresses like a man and flirts with any girl with a pulse. Damn you, George! Sounds about right. George really has her pegged. I don't know, I'm sure Angie's joking, at least half the time. Sarah Valstein, Major Revolts, told me much about you, including the fact that you came to the aid of Instructor Schwarzer and her students. Oh, it was nothing. As for you, Major Irving of the IMP, I've heard you played a major army in the East during the Civil War. So I imagine the school was just kicking down your door to offer you a job. Do you really think it would make sense? My employment is none of your concern. Let me remind you that you've raised some interlopers here. Try to refrain from getting too comfortable. Yeah, I wasn't planning on staying anyway. Lady Angelica, I hear you will be attending to the Imperial Provincial Council in your father's stead. It would do you well to make your way to Ordis instead of spending any more time here. Cold. Schwarzer, about our earlier discussion. While I cannot condone your approach, I also cannot deny that there are reasonable grounds for an investigation. The choice is yours to make. Just don't allow it to impact your students. Understood. Thank you, Major. Interesting. Oh, we're leaving already? That's kind of a bummer. I didn't get to play with all the sweet little kids you've got around here. You really got to put a leash on that libido of yours, you know? But anyway, we should not overstay our welcome. It's about time we hit the dusty trail. The two of you are going to take Angelica's bike to Ordis, right? Leave camp by bike? Yeah. The sun's setting, it'll be dark by the time we return. Then again, I'm pretty sure Michael greets everyone with a nice reception.
Looks like a toughie. Stay on your toes. Looks like a toughie. Stay on your toes.
Ah, no.
Your opponent. Time to get a little serious. Let's move on.
You really do love saying that, don't you, Angelica?
I'll go my own way.
Meanwhile. Understood. Regarding Angelica, tell her to come by tomorrow morning. Six PM. God damn it, Sarah. Oh yeah, yes, Miss Instructor, is Ash doing well? Well, I know that he's doing well, but I can see that you're worried. It seems like you've known him for quite a while. Well, not that long, I only came in just before the Civil War, but as you may know, Ash is, well, Ash. He doesn't really take care of himself. It's been a while since he lost his mother. I'm glad he made it into a prestigious school, but at the same time I'm worried because I can't keep an eye on him. Wow, he's lucky. I understand, I have similar worries, but he seems to be enjoying school. He'll find his way someday. All I can do is guide him in the right direction. him, ignore all my colleagues. What? Angie, are you just gonna help everyone you see? It's a sign that someone's a hopeless romantic. Yeah, thieves! Well, what you... Go back to flirting with each other. Sign from the Brazier Guild, excuse me. Adventures! Ah, crap! Looking good. Here you go. Phew, I finally lost them. Having to go back to the hideout and lay low for a bit.
Mirror device, activate.
Claire.
She's hot.
So it's not related to the IMP. Correct, I have some personal matters to attend to, so I'll be returning to the capital tomorrow. I'm in the city to enjoy some leisure time at the casinos and theatres. Yeah, right, that doesn't sound like you one bit. More like you're here on your own to follow up on the Jaegers. How about the branch campus or medium, I'm sure? Dots. Major. A solemn frown upon the lips of a woman is beautiful in itself. Never went for Stop hitting on her! I understand the government's intent. So long as the branch campus is here, however, the government doesn't have any reason to worry about the state of the Lamari province. I know you're on break, but what would you say to cooperating on this matter? Reem. You're right, now isn't the best time to work separately. Tomorrow's the start of the Imperial Provincial Council too, so it would be nice to have some help. I'll tell you what the IMP currently has on file. In return, tell me what you know. Is that fair? Fair enough. To start, a few members of Zephyr were hanging around. The Red Constellation too. They've got about a medium-sized crew. Seems like that one enforcer from the Society brought them with her. Yeah, surely. The Sanguine Ogre. From what we understand, the Red Constellation was last spotted a few days ago. Zephyr, on the other hand, has been seen more frequently. We also have reason to believe the Red Constellation is camping nearby, and the same is for Niederholger and an unidentified group of Purple Jaegers, so even you don't know who they are. Hard to imagine the Intelligence Division drawing a blank. I'm sure the Intelligence Division already knows. I believe they just won't tell anyone outside of a specific circle. What I can confirm is that they have no relation to the Silver Whale. In fact, it's more likely they were hired as Marquis Ballard's and Kleist & Co.'s private army. I see. So Hugo's family is involved in this. Well, Kleist & Co. has become a real powerhouse in recent years. Marquis Ballard has been known to do whatever he so pleases. Supposedly he's been pushing to become the next Duke Cayenne. I've noticed he's been giving orders to Brigadier General Bardius as though he owns the man. He's also one of the reasons the canyon has gone neglected. But the Imperial government would just love to use that so they can swoop in and start barking out their own orders, just like they did in Sutherland. Dots. Would anyone mind if I summarise where we currently stand? We have 4 known Jaeger Corps roaming the area. The Red Constellation has connections to the Society. Someone we don't know was hired with Zephyr. Then we have Nidhogger and an unidentified 4th Corps in purple. Let's put aside Zephyr's deal for a moment. Are we confirmed if either Nidhogg or the Purple Corps were also hired help? I'm almost certain Nidhogg is indeed hired help, but those Purple Jaegers? They felt like they had some kind of obsession. Passion like that comes from something more personal than a contract. Dots. Zephyr and the Red Constellations were opposing each other in Sutherland. The Purple Jaegers and Nidhogg are similarly in opposition, then could there be some teamwork going on? Some enemy of my enemy is my... What? It would explain why Zephyr and the Red Constellation haven't been moving. They could be waiting for their opening act of sorts to finish. That's a good way of putting it. Maybe we should look into this a little more. Don't forget our early elite. Oh, I didn't know the Icy Maiden was with you. I won't run or hide anywhere. Do your work. Give me a break. We could turn you into the guild, you know, but we'd rather ask you some questions. If you don't like that, we can also let Brigadier General Bardius at the Naval Fortress keep you company. You make for some prime suspicious activity when the Imperial Provincial Council is about to take place. I can scrum to the RMP, in which case interrogation will take place in Ordis or the capital's HQ. Fine, I just need a spill, right? It's not like I've got anything good to share. Then share it. I am an informant. I can't just give it to you if you really want. What do you want, Mira? New info? I want all 3 of you to What? No. How could I? The old man was a real perv. I'm sure he would have been thrilled to see you in your uniform and boots, Major. That's not something I feel comfortable knowing. At least his fetish worked to our favour. We know where to go next. The high-end club, New Blanc, and members-only casino Alicia. The 2 places where Zephyr and the Red Constellation were last spotted. It's worth noting that New Blanc used to have other clubs in the capital and Crossbell. They were once owned and operated by the Red Constellation for some extra cash. Oh, and I'm sure those were some squeaky clean storefronts. The rights were sold after the Civil War because the military could seize them. It may be worth looking into the chance they're still connected. Let's explore the options we have for now. Alright, so we go to the club and play with a few girls, chat them up, then we swing by. What? What goes on in her mind? You are way too used to playing around. Well, I'm in favour of hitting the club first. How would you like to accompany us, Claire? I'd be happy to. I'm not used to exploring the nightlife. So if one of you could show me what it's all about, Sarah Angelica, that's all I've ever wanted, my dear. Come. Hey, don't let me in with her. As Claire joined the trio, they agreed to begin around 8 PM. The night was certainly going to prove an interesting one. Claire has joined the party. What the fuck? Huh? Oh, of course, the shop will be shut for the day. Think about it. We're kind of occupied right now. If we didn't have... I'm so used to referring to her as Captain Claire. So next on this is Nuit Blanc. It definitely looks a part of a high-end club. I expect you'll have a fine selection of both wine and... Okay, enough with the sparkling eyes. It's my first time visiting an establishment like this. How about we start by asking the staff some questions? Oh, look at that, someone's leaving. Here's where Zephyr was last spotted. In we go then. Welcome to Alicia. Would you care to show us your membership card? I think we'd need a membership card. What's this? New customers? God damn it. I'm broke! Judging from the time, this is probably going to be my last investigation of the night. Is there any last minute stuff I need to check up on, you see? No, I already got all the recipes from there. This is really nice, tell me about it. It's certainly right at home in the city of entertainment, and look at how crowded it is. It's a shame we don't have time to play tonight. Well, there's always next time. Did you get yourself a membership already? Sheesh, you're really gonna come back, huh? Anyway, this is where Zephyr was last spotted. Be careful. Right. Damn it.
Let's do it! Yeah! It's my turn.
It's my turn.
Arcus of the Monk.
Give me the dirt. I'll send you.
Oh god. It's those two. The original bunch. Excuse me. Yep.
Oh yeah, this hand's a
Blink this bitch. I messed up. Say, is it too late to back out on that?
That's unbecoming.
Huh, low blow.
All right, dealer. Let's get it.
If you would, gentlemen.
I might have played you a little too hard on this one. Royal Flush? Chub Colossal. I preferred Blade. Nice. Hey now, what are you up to? Move. Alrighty then. Crap. Crap! Proceed as if the winner. I'll be. Didn't think all three of us would slip up. Guess I really am getting old. It doesn't feel like one. Not only did my students have to come in and save me, but you gave me a second shot when you would win. Yeah, but a win's a win. I keep my promises.
Time for your reward. I'll answer a few questions for you. The thing I showed you is called sorry. That's the most of.
You mean the one we saw at Sutherland? Exacta. Good like a suitable name for a divine knight. Here's what else from now. Including Zephyr, I've noticed 4 groups in... So they don't have... So the purple Jaegers don't have it. The government hired Jaegers? That does clear up some things. And the teams are about in line with what we expected. Just to make sure, Zephyr and Needhog are on the same side, but you weren't hired by the government, right? Exactly. We've got similar interests, so we're choosing to back them up. I bet you already know who hired us. And you probably already know the Red Constellation is siding with the Society. Which brings us to what you don't know. The identity of the Purple
Surely you've
Jaegers.
realized who they are by now, Sarah Valentine. The dead soldiers who even have deserters from
The Northern Jaeger.
Are they? Their large-scale Jaeger Corps, which was based in the former North Ambria state.
I was afraid of it, Sarah.
Hey, hold it!
We
What can I say? You're fine with limit. I think that's plenty for now.
I knew it.
I will say, though, those were some solid...
This was fun. Later.
Should the chance come,
Unacceptable.
You have acted without leave, again and again. Why exactly did you feel it was necessary to chase after Instructor Schwarzer? That's... We have no excuses. Indeed. Major, have they given them a harsh warning? I think maybe that might be enough. This is my task as commanding officer. Disregarding the rules and sneaking out is unacceptable. To make sure that's clear, I'm going to drill it into your skulls from now to lights out. But staying up too late is terrible for my complexion. Jeez, if I had a freaking major like that. It's a shame, I suppose it is what it is. Hey, a little tough love every now and then might do some good. Just feels wrong. I mean, they're the reason we got that info from the Jaeger King. You can worry about the punishment some other time. Right now we should be focusing on what we learned. Yeah. We're dealing with a branch unit of Northern Jaegers, people of the annexed North Ambria. It's been half a year since the annexation at the end of the Northern War. Most of the Northern Jaegers were drafted into the Imperial Army. Still, a large number of them went AWOL. That's right, until now they were believed to have fled to the Midwest. I never thought we'd encounter them here in Lamare. Given that they were wearing new gear, do you think the Society's backing them? Well, they seem to be on the same side as the Red Constellation, so it is a possibility. Damn, this is turning into a real headache. By the way, anyone else surprised to hear that the Empire hired Nidhogg? God, I constantly get tongue-tied. They didn't share that information with the RMP, but I hear that the Intelligence Division often hires Jaegers for their Black Ops. Lecter should be able to shine some light on that if we ask him tomorrow. That's enough, Revolt. You may be off duty, but it's not your place to collect classified government information. Try to remember that you're foremost representative of the Railway Military Police. Dots, forgive me. A message came in from HQ. You're to be in Heimdall by sunrise. God, I can tell already that everyone hates him. Sheesh, I know it's his job to be stone-faced, but would it kill him to lighten up a little? He's pretty sweet when it comes to his students, really. It's true, he's stuck serving two masters, but he really does try. Seriously, you should have seen him when he first died. He softened up quite a bit. Okay, we've shared the information we learned today with all the relevant parties. Instructor Sarah, Major Claire, why don't you two take the guest room for tonight? Man, you can fall asleep so quickly. They say it's proof when you're a good soldier if you can sleep when you're told. bet they've got a lot to talk about. It's the first time in a year they've seen each other, just like me and the rest of Class 7. The moon's out tonight. Maybe I'll go get some fresh air. I'm leaving early tomorrow too, so I need to make sure I'm not up too much longer.
This is nice.
Something like that.
Is there someone outside? These voices don't sound like students. Seems like there's someone there. Out there. Should I check? Go outside and check.
That's enough, Claire.
Though you have the Chancellor's protection, your actions today are only going to come back to bite you.
I knew it was him.
You don't understand. Show
Who's
yourself.
there?
Forgive me, I didn't mean to overhear. Green. Schwarzer, I don't appreciate your eavesdropping. I've said my piece, but I advise you to really think this over. Unless you want what happened 10 years ago to shackle you forever. Dots. Dots. I'm really sorry, I just came out for some air. Well, I've got an early morning tomorrow, so I should probably... Of course, you can tell me anything.
Michael Major Irving is my cousin. He was born Michael Revelt. We were, once, and abandoned. It was after I had the man who took my family away executed. That man was my uncle.
So that's why they've got a heated relationship, because...
Perhaps you're familiar with the Revelt Company? Well, they were originally local. My father was the president, and my uncle the vice president. The company was doing well. Until an horrible car accident. A stolen truck crashed it. In the end, they never found my parents and my little brother died. But by some miracle, after my father's death, though I was grateful to him for... Why was I... Soon after that, while looking through my father's things, I found the... Flipping through them, the Revelt Company prided itself on... But certain entries showed... I had a feeling something was wrong, so I looked at... At last, I realized what he was making a fortune, selling cheap. He even had the gall to commission a product. I knew Father must have noticed his brother's wrongdoing. When I confronted my uncle, you've got no proof. And if you did, even if you talk, the most suspicious... I was angry, yet I didn't know what to do with myself. And...
I was a friend of yours. I thought the access seemed...
Somehow, but the fact that I knew...
You have a gift. It allows you to... I was going to meet out the... You have the means and the ability.
I was petrified when I heard... All I could see were the smiling faces of my parents. That's when I decided to take His Excellency's advice. I made my voice louder and louder until my uncle's judgment was swift, harsh. But it came at a price. As soon as the company was in my control, also I could enroll in the mill.
Claire, I finally understand both why you hold Chancellor Osborne in such regard, why once in a while I see sadness in your eyes. And it seems to me like Major Michael is worried about you. His tone may have been harsh, but it came from a place of concern.
You're right. It was sheer coincidence, but he's always looked out for me. Not that I've ever felt like I gave into my desire for vengeance 10 years ago. My aunt, I imagine they...
At the very least, it's clear that Major Michael really cares about you. Everyone who knows you well, even Instructor Sarah, who isn't your biggest fan, respects you too much to hate you. Emilium and Major Lecter, Elise and Princess Alfin, Yuna, the original Class 7, and me, of course. We all hold you in the highest regard.
You really are too kind, to be perfectly honest.
What was his name?
Emil, if you were alive... Thank you for hearing me, but I think tonight is the last time I'll compare you to my... It's disrespectful. Good night, Rain.
I would laugh so hard if someone actually came out and saw that. Am I dreaming? I'm seeing things. Must have been a mirage. A trick of the moonlight. Alright, most of the doors are locked that night. Better safe than sorry, I guess. Oh, sorry, it's slight resentment. What's the matter? Can't sleep? Well, not exactly. It's just that I need to sort all my thoughts. I know that is. Hey, Reen, how's about you have a little drink? Sometimes a little room to breathe is all you need to sort yourself out. Here, I'll pour you a bit. This stuff will really kick you in the teeth, so you should probably just dip your tongue in it to start out. Ooh,
it's spiritus. Liquor from said to be the strongest drink in the world.
If I'd taken a normal sip of this, I'd be on the floor, but the stinging on my tongue is something that was sweet.
Right? Never thought the day'd come when I'd get to talk with that new Class 7 of yours.
Yeah, you've still got a long ways to go though. I'm struggling as an instructor too. Just wish I could guide them a little better.
They're all pretty unique kids, and I know things will work. I mean, come on.
Twice. I'm sure they had a bit of a push from someone though.
You already knew, didn't you?
Yes, what they said brought back some complicated feelings. At first I wasn't sure, but when I saw your reaction I knew. Back then, during the Northern War, I couldn't do a thing. I spent all my time getting rid of all the archaisms that were let loose on the sea. Is that what made him lose control of Spirit Unification briefly? All the higher-ups in the Northern Jaegers, the ones who worked with Ouroboros, got away. If I captured them, Northumbria's government would have called for a ceasefire. I could have stopped the annexation.
That's a nice little scenario, Reen. The annexation of Northumbria was done the way I hear it. General Le Guin agreed to take the place over to keep the outcome was just...
That's...
in the middle of that farce of a war, and the Jaegers you met... But maybe it was impossible from this fixing a country already being... You probably knew that too.
Who?
Whoopsie. Well...
Really?
Well, actually, way back during the Northumbrian disaster, when the salt pail covered so much of the Principality, a man took in an orphan. He was a former colonel. As soon as I was old enough to understand anything, I knew that Jaegers who came back with foreign currency were considered heroes. The man who raised me was one of the leaders of the Northern... I looked up to my dad more than anyone, wanting to be just like him. After a few years of harsh training, it was there that I experienced... It was hell. a field of death. And there I stayed, eventually becoming the Jaeger known as the Purple Lightning. But after a while, when I was 18, we had a mission near Erebonia, fighting some... The enemy was Needhog. My squad was destroying them. Our efforts to avoid dragging any civilians into the fight left us open to a... And then my dad showed up. Even though he was serving as the commander for the entire Corps, he came to our rescue.
Do you see now? This is the fate of all Jaegers. You must think long and hard.
It could have been because he was once part of the Principality's army, but he was quite the... Now that I think back... Anyway, I screamed and screamed until my voice...
Was that when Instructor Beatrix treated you?
Apparently they were there to check on the damage caused by all the Jaegers fighting. Neidhart and Mueller-Vander were both second lieutenants. They told me the battle had been over for a while, and I hadn't even thanked them before rushing back to my... And what greeted me when I got there were celebrations and congratulations. We had lost my father, but that meant we wouldn't die of starvation during the cup. I was relieved,
Winter's coming.
My
I know it's a dead TV
stop.
show, I just couldn't resist.
In order to save my hometown from poverty, I covered seeing the smiles on the faces. It was right then that I decided to quit being a Jaeger and leave my hometown. I joined up with the Bracer Guild, knowing I could put my... That way I could send some money back home. Money that wasn't stained.
I finally understand the true origin of your strength and kindness.
I'm not strong or kind, but I think I've finally closer to being like the man I admired so much. My dad. My commander.
Sarah. But it makes sense now. No wonder you fall for the silver foxes.
Yeah? No getting around the fact that I've got myself the daddy. But, you know, lately I...
Huh?
You got me talking too much. Oh, and I'll have you know, I don't really appreciate being second at... Well...
That's 2 kisses you had. What a day. It's not surprising that my eyes are wide awake, but for some reason my heart feels light now. I think I'll be able to sleep well tonight. I better head back to my room. Really, can't get to sleep. Nah, I just couldn't resist the sight of that gorgeous moon or the calming sound of the waves.
The thing I showed you is called... Sorry, that's the...
Hey Valimar, does the name Zekta ring any bells? I feel as though I faintly remember that name. Ah yes, though only a small fragment, I remember something. 250 years ago, during the War of the Lions, Zekta was the name of the Divine Knight under the 6th Prince's command. And farewell.